So if you host your own online courses on WordPress or you have membership websites, the tool that I'm going to be talking about today is for you because it's going to transform your website and make it look really, really awesome. So today I'm going to be doing a review of BuddyBoss, and like I said, you don't want to miss this coming up. Hello everyone and welcome. So today we're going to be taking a look at the BuddyBoss theme. Now this theme is amazing. In fact, let's take a look here at what the BuddyBoss theme does. But before we do that, I would like to remind you that if you do decide to buy the BuddyBoss theme, I have a link in the video description below which gives you a 10% discount. So make sure you use that link. It's in the video description below. And also you're going to have access to all the lessons and live trainings that I'm going to be doing on this BuddyBoss platform, just to support it and support everyone that has bought it through my affiliate link. All right, so pretty much on a nutshell, let's just take a quick look at what this BuddyBoss theme looks like. So if we take a look here, you can see it says BuddyBoss for LearnDash. Now, this is what you'd want to use if you want to transform your online course website. It comes in with a fantastic design. Everything just works fine. In fact, like I said, I'm going to be going into a lot of detail just to show you where everything is and do a quick overview of this platform. All right, so as you can see here, you can see the design already. It looks really, really nice. On the left here, this is where your lessons are. And if I scroll down here, you can see it works with page builders, by the way. So it works with Divi, Elementor, and so on. But when you use Divi, you have to make sure that you install the Divi plugin. Okay, the Divi plugin is how this works with the BuddyBoss theme. Okay, so taking a look here, we can see here that the design looks really nice. In fact, this is what I was looking for. So if we take a look at the course page, just look at how beautiful that looks. In fact, this is brilliant. The forums, you also have a discussion forum so people can discuss around the topics that you have on your website or around the videos that you have. You also have an inbox, by the way, so people can send each other emails and messages throughout your own website without using, any other platforms out there like Gmail and so on. So this is really, really powerful as well. Now let's take a look at the members here. Now look at that. Look at how it lays out all the members. This is fantastic. I really like how this really looks. Now we also have groups in here. So the way the groups work is, let's say you have 3 courses that you want to bundle into, let's say one specific group, or you have a membership that's going to run as one group. You can have access to that group. And in that group, you can also have forums. You can have, like soon I heard that they're going to have Zoom, which means you can do your Zoom calls into that group alone. So this is a very, very powerful platform. And as you can see here, it looks really, really nice. Let's take a look here at the single page. So here is how the single page looks like. And the profile, I think I've spoken about the profile before. I don't think I've seen anything out there that looks as nice as this when it comes to the profile pages of the students on a WordPress LMS. All right, so pretty much this is the overview of how this looks like, but let me go now into my website and really show you where things are and how you install it. All right, so back over here now on my website. The very first thing, of course, after you've bought BuddyBoss platform, what you want to do is to download the theme and the child theme. So let me just show you where everything is here. So if I come over here to appearance and themes, you are going to notice that we are going to have the BuddyBoss theme here and also the child theme. Now it's very important that you have both of them, because if you just install the BuddyBoss theme, all you're going to have is just the structure, but without the CSS. It's really going to look ugly, to be honest. So you want to make sure you add this. Now, for those of you that use Divi, you notice that Divi now here has been taken over by the BuddyBoss theme. So you may be thinking, well, so if the BuddyBoss theme has taken over Divi, then what's going to happen to my page builder of choice, the page builder that I've been using over the years? So anyway, no need to worry, because what you can do is you can actually install Divi as a plugin. So what this plugin does now, it still has all the features of this Divi theme, and you can still build all your landing pages and everything really looks great using Divi, but that is the best way to install it. All right, so once you've installed BuddyBoss, how do we find the settings? Where do we go? So here it is. You get this entry here, BuddyBoss. So the very first thing you want to take a look at here is the settings, of course, but let's just go through from the top all the way down here. So of course, the first thing you want to do is to add your license keys. And then over here on the components, this is where you decide what you need to activate on your website. So account settings, I'll leave that as it is. So we have notifications. Do you want to have notifications on your website? This is where you can decide whether to have that or not. And if you really want to know what this does, by the way, over here on notify members of relevant activity with the toolbar bubble. Now, you may be thinking, where is that toolbar bubble? In fact, you know what? Let me see if I can just go to my website just like that and see if I can see that toolbar bubble. There we go. So right here is the toolbar bubble, and as you can see, it's designed in a really, really nice way. I also like the way you can add all these icons on your navigation here. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's the bubble. So you'll see some numbers here to say 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. These will be the notifications that are happening on your website to your users. Okay, back over here. That's the notification. Social groups. Now, social groups as well, these are really cool. So let's say you have a massive website and you have, let's say, courses on WordPress, and then you also have courses on, let's say, how to make money online. You can separate these into groups, and within those groups, you can also have forums and so on. So you can really separate the two and have the group communicate amongst themselves. And I think this is a great feature. So this is the social groups. Forum discussions. This, you'll know forums. Again, I think this is a fantastic feature because you want to have your students communicating and asking questions, interacting amongst themselves in the forums. And this is something that I struggled to try and find to add on to my funnels to income website. So for those of you that saw a few videos ago, I was talking about how my website was transformed and how I sort of like changed the look of the website. I know a lot of you are asking me, how did you do that and so on? Hence, this is why I'm doing this video, so I can show you what I was using and how I've set it up. All right, so forum discussions, that's that. Activity feed. Now, this one here is very interesting because this looks like the feed you have on Facebook. So all your users on your website can go into that feed and add images, they can add comments, they can add emojis and so on. It really makes this very fun. In fact, you know what? Let me see if I can just go to my website here and show you the activity feed. So over here, now this is a fully functioning website. This is funnelstoincome.com. This is my main website. So I'm talking about this BuddyBoss because I also use it. I don't like talking about product that I don't really use, to be honest. So I'm excited about this, and this is why I also have it on my system. So you can see here that we have these comments so far being added onto the website. And I really love this because when the community can actually talk amongst themselves, this is fantastic. So this is the activity. So to add your message, you can just come over here. You can just type your message. If you want to add an image, you can just go in there, attach an image, a GIF, or you can add an emoji. So as you can see, this is really easy to use, and the feature is fantastic. So that is activity feed. Okay, let's move on to media uploading. So this is where you can allow members to upload their photos, emails, emojis, and so on. So when I was over here, you see this option here to add the emojis, the GIF, and all that. This is where you activate it. So if you activate it here, it means they can do that. But if you deactivate it, then of course they won't have the ability to do that. This just becomes a text feed. But to be honest, to make things really exciting, I would leave this on. So you also have other things like private messaging between your students. So this is a feature that you can activate if you wanted to use that. You also have member connections, which means people can follow each other on the system. And I think that is really cool as well. You also have network invites, and you can allow members to search the entire network along the custom post types of any choice. So this is really cool. So these are sort of like the main components that make BuddyBoss work. Okay, so let's move on. We also have pages here. So these pages are, for example, the member pages. You can also have the photos page, the social groups, the forums, and so on. So when you create your website, you want to make sure that you can come over here. Let's say, for example, you want to show your social groups after you've created them. So what I would do is I will just come over here to this link and add it to my URL over here to just find it easier. Okay, let's take a look at photos. What does this look like? To be honest, I wouldn't use photos unless my website is about, let's say, photography, where I really need to showcase my photos. But of course, the option is there. So what you need to do is to copy that URL and add it on to your menu to make it easier to find. But these are the pages that come with it. So activity feed is there, documents, forums, really, really cool. Okay. Now, moving on, we also have the settings here, and here you can allow account deletion, which I think is a good option. If someone wants to delete their account, they can just go in and delete it. And toolbar for logged in users and logged out users. Again, this is really cool because the toolbar we're talking about here is, let me show you this right here. This is the toolbar. So again, it makes it easier for you to find items or things on your website. So if I clicked here, this just takes me to my profile page and boom, I'm straight here on my profile page. And if I need to go to my forums, I can just click on that. And as you can see, it's neatly laid out. It's really, really cool. And this shows all my forums. All right, so back over here, let's head over to integrations. So here on the integrations, you can integrate this with LearnDash. So pretty much what happens here is if you have any groups in LearnDash, you can sync them over here. And also what I like about the integration here is once you integrate everything with LearnDash, it means when you now go in and take a look at your courses, you're going to have a totally different layout, which really, really looks nice. Now, while we're on that integration with LearnDash, why don't we take a look here at what it looks like when you start using LearnDash. So what I'm going to do here is while I'm on my profile page here, I just want to talk about a few things, and that is I can change my profile page. So I can go in here to change my cover. And I think this is really, really, really cool because you can go in and customize it. So here I can select my file and I can go here to my computer and let's go to downloads and see if we can find something that we can use here. So let's say I'm going to add this one here, click open, and within a matter of time, it has uploaded and this now has been uploaded successfully. So now I can click on view my profile and that's going to show me what it looks like. So you can see here my profile image has changed. I can also change my image right here to whatever image that I want just to update it. So there's a lot you can do here on your profile page. And if you also take a look here at our courses, these are the courses on the website. Okay, so you have quick access to everything that you need. So you can go to your groups here. You can see there's a message there because there's a 1. So here I'm a member of this free group and you can see there's also 6 other members. So this is pretty much showing me what is happening on this free group. So this is really, really cool. And it also tells you here that you're a member. So it's very easy to use. And now here's the thing. Here's this little item here where I can see my groups as a list. So if I click on this little icon, it changes them to a list and I can see them now in that list order. So these little things, to be honest, they really, really excite me because it means that everything is flexible. And by the way, this system as well is also responsive, which means you don't need to worry about things not looking great on other devices. Okay, so I've spoken about this. Now let's head over here and let's talk about more of these links. So let's say I want to take a look at my account. So I can click here on account and then this is going to show me even more information about my account. But take a look at this. This account page, it looks great. It looks great. Look, email preferences. I can go in here. I can take a look at my email preferences. So my activity feed, I can really come in here and say a member mentions you using the @ then yes, this is where I need to get my notifications. So this is really, really cool. A member sends you a message. You see, like here, you can really specify when you want to get your notifications coming through. So this is kind of like a mini Facebook on your online course website. So this is really cool. Now, moving on here while I'm on account settings, there's also the privacy here. So the privacy is also really cool because here you can show what you want people to view. So again, as I mentioned, this is like a mini Facebook. You can come over here and really specify what items you want to show and what you don't want to show. Okay. And the really cool thing here as well is you can export your data and you can invite people to groups, which I think is really, really cool. Okay. So moving on back over here, we were talking about integration with LearnDash. Right. So moving on the tools here, this is where you can import, you can repair your forums and, and so on, because sometimes when you are running your forum, something may go wrong in the database. So this is where you can just come and repair it. Okay. So that's the tools. The question now is, what can we do to the actual theme to customize it. And here's the thing. So we can come over here to theme options. Now, the theme options is where we can add our header, we can add our panels, our sidebars, and so on. So let's start off here with the logo. So we also have these on and off buttons, which I think are really, really cool, because if you really want to use some of these features, you can just either click on or off. So we have the ability to add a mobile logo and also a desktop logo. Okay, now, so moving on. So that's the logo. And if I set this to on, I can then click here on upload and then find my logo. Now, right now I'm in my media library. So let's see if I have a logo in here. And yes, I think I do. Let's go with this one here. I'll select my logo. And now that becomes my logo. And also the really cool thing here is I can also play around with the size, and you can see here the size getting bigger and smaller. So if you really want to go in and customize your site logo, you can always come in here and customize it. Okay, so I'm going to leave this at 180. And like I said, all you have to do is to switch on and off on these features, and this is what activates it. Okay, so moving on, let's take a look at the header now. So here, this theme has its header layout. So you can see here, this is the one of the layouts. You also have this one right here. So we can choose whichever one you want to go with. So I'm going to go with this one here just for fun. Okay. So I can also set my header here to sticky if I wanted to, or I can just turn it off. And over here, you can also adjust the header height. So let's say you want to increase it a little bit or decrease it. You can just do that over here. And then you can also add a shadow. Now here are the buttons. So you see these buttons that we have here on the top. This is where you can disable or enable them. So this is really cool as well. I really like that feature. So let's say you don't want to show your shopping cart. You can just hide that. And if I take a look here, you can see it's gone. Messages, you can hide that. The shopping cart, oh, that's hidden anyways. The search, I think search is very important. Let's leave that on. Notifications, I can just hide that if I need it. In fact, notifications are good. All right, so let's get rid of the messages. So if I hit save, that will just save all my changes to my main header. Now, let's take a look at the panel, and look at this. All this is all in the BuddyBoss theme. This is really, really cool. So over here, we have the panel position. I think I showed you what the panel position is. It's just that panel on the left side. I'll go into it in a moment. We have sidebars. To be honest, I haven't really looked at sidebars. Typography. So here, if we switch this to on, I can go in and really go in and customize my fonts here. And if I click here on this drop down, you can see we have some fonts here that I can choose from. So let's say you like your favorite one. In my case, it's Poppins. This is what I would add over here. You can go in and add your fonts. Now, the reason why I really like the idea of adding my own fonts is in terms of design, you don't want to have this theme look like any other theme out there. So this is why you'd go in and change your fonts. And if you're a freelance designer, of course, you want to make sure that you customize your fonts based on what your client has on their style guide. Okay, so let's move on. Over here on the styling, we can go in and we can change our site colors. This is what the colors by default come in like, but you can go in and change them, and it's very, very easy to go in. You can just replace this with your hexadecimal value. So that means you can just add your color palette here, and this looks really, really cool. Okay, now moving on, we can also work on the footer here. So if you choose to add a footer on the website, you can just add it over here, and you also have the text that goes with it. So you can see here the current year and then the site name, and you can also go in and really override that and add whatever you need. So the footer again is very, very easy to work with. Now we also have the blog layout, so you can choose the layout that you like for your blog, and this is where you would adjust it. The related post limit, you can just add it over here. I like adding them as 6. And then we also have the login and register. And again here, you can add your custom logo here to display on the custom logo to replace the default WordPress logo. So this is your login page. And I'm really excited to talk about this because, you know, when you have your normal login page with this theme, you can pretty much customize your login page and make it look whatever you want. And this is where here you can add your own logo, and it's really, really easy. You can just click here on upload and then choose your logo. I think we went with this one here. Hit select. My logo has been added, and we can also toggle the custom background. So if I go here and click on, I can go in and add my custom background, and add my overlay if I needed to. But the only thing I don't like about this is I can't see what I'm making adjustments to until I open a new tab and refresh. That's the only thing. But you know what? On the whole grand scheme of things, I think this is really cool that we can actually do this if you wanted to. We also have a 404 page, so we can go in and add that here. Again, on the 404 page, ideally, I want to have my own design from Divi, since I'm using Divi as my page builder, and you can create that using your theme builder. And that is where the power of that 404 page comes from. So I wouldn't use this one here, to be honest. Okay, so moving on. Cover images, this is where you can set your, go in and add your settings for that. And then for the forums here, you can show the banner of the forums as a card, as a grid. So you can just switch it on here, and you can see as the moment I just say on, it then shows me everything here, which is really cool. Right, so let's take a look at Learn Dash. Now here on Learn Dash, there's a few items that are activated on by default, and to be honest, I didn't really need to go in and activate anything over here. I just left it as it was, and it worked fantastic. Now over here we have custom codes. To be honest, this is for all you developers out there that want to use JavaScript and CSS and all that crazy stuff. Again, I'm not a developer, so I don't even touch that. Right? And then you also have minify assets and import and export. So pretty much this is where all your controls are, and this is where you would come in and really make tweaks and adjustments to this theme. Now, the question is, now that we've installed this theme, what does it look like when it's taken over Learn Dash? So let's see. Do we have any courses here? Let's take a quick look. So if I save changes and then head over here to courses, right? So you see here, we do have quite a few courses. So straight away, if I click on view, look at that. Now, do you see how the layout is when we take a look at this? This is beautiful. Here it tells you how much complete your course is. If you have taken any lessons here, it shows you the progress bar. And if I scroll down here, this is sticky, and I know it's a small thing, but for me, this is really, really, really awesome. In fact, you know what? Let me remove my image here in the corner so you can see. So again, when you go all the way down here, it tells you what's in module 1, module 2, and the author. This is where, it explains about the author as well. And then over here, it summarizes, how many lessons I have in here. And this says start course. And it also tells you how many people are enrolled on this. So I think this is really, 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 really cool. And if I click here on start course, let me just show you what that looks like. I've opened this in a new tab, by the way. Now look at that. This looks really, 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 really amazing. Now, you may be thinking, Mac, why are you so excited? Right, on this page alone, let me just show you what's cool. We can go into focus mode by maximizing this, and now you can see all we have is my video and my content, and I can mark this as complete if I wanted to. So this here is really, really cool. I think Learn Dash calls it focus mode. So that is how you can go in and just minimize or maximize that. Now, here's the thing, and this feature here is really what blew my mind. I can just go in here and go into dark mode, just like that. Now, check this out. This is awesome. So with dark mode, I can be perhaps maybe looking at my course at night, and I don't want everything all bright because maybe I'm lying down in bed, I'm going through the courses. Sometimes I do that, by the way. So having dark mode is really, really, really cool. And you can see here, I can just switch it on and switch it off just like that. Just one click. And then if I need to minimize this, just in case I need to go to the next lesson, I can just minimize that and come over here. Now, the really cool thing here as well is you can see all your participants here, okay? And this just shows everyone else that is on this course with you. And this is where if I were to click here on Ariana, notice what happens. I go to Ariana's profile page, but that doesn't mean I can go in and customize it or change it. This just shows me her profile page and see, like her default description of what she has on her profile page and so on. And if I need to send her a message, I could send her a message from here. And of course, you have to set it up beforehand. So that is really, really cool. Now, you may be asking me, well, Mac, how do we customize this sidebar here and how do we get these icons? That's what I'm going to show you next. So if I come back over here, in fact, you know what? Hold that thought. Before I do that, I just want to disable this theme just for a moment so that you can see how much work it is done onto this. So I'm going to come over here to, let's go to appearance, themes, and we're just going to go back and activate Divi. Okay. If I hit activate here, I want you to notice what happens. Okay. So with this activated now, with Divi activated, if I come back over here on this page and refresh, take a look. This is my courses page, right? And by far, it doesn't look anywhere close to what the BuddyBoss theme has done. The way they've styled this is really, really awesome. So this could be your page, your main course landing page, and it looks like this. And to be honest, this is what it looked like anyway. But the moment you go in and activate the BuddyBoss theme and child theme, if I done it the other way around, I think so. Let's go back and do it. So you need to activate the theme first and then the child theme. Let's have a look. Okay, that's activated. Let's activate the child theme now. Okay, so that's activated. So if I come back over here now on this page and refresh, look at that. That is awesome. So you may be thinking, well, how do we make this page look better? Actually, let me show you quickly. If you wanted to make that page look really, really nice, what you want to do is to go to the actual course. So I'm going to come over here to courses and click on edit. So there's an extra entry here on the right where you can go in and add your image. So this is the featured image, and that is this image right here. Now let's say you wanted to add your cover photo. So this is the extra bit that our BuddyBoss theme, or the extra feature that the BuddyBoss theme has given us. So let me see if I can find a related image that I can use there to make this look really, really nice. So let's see. To be honest, I can't find anything here that I can use right away to work with our theme. With our course. So let's just add this image here of, in fact, that doesn't look great either. Anyway, this is died for tennis players anyways. So let's see what we can use here. All right, let's add that. Let's see what it looks like. So that's our cover photo. If I hit update, okay, now that has updated. If I refresh this now, look at that. So now I have a beautiful image in the background. To be honest, this doesn't look beautiful, but I'm just showing you easily how you can go in and add it. So this is how you would add it in here. And if you scroll, you can see this one here is sticky, and that is really, really cool. Now, let's talk about the menu and how you can go in and customize it. So back over here, let's go back to courses and let's head over here to appearance and then menus. Right, so this is where all the action is. So you can see here we have home, courses, and so on. What you can do, in fact, here it is, for logged in users, you can activate the Buddy panel, and this is this panel right here. So you can activate it for logged in users or logged on users. So it's up to you how you want to do it. But to be honest, I would rather have it for logged in users, because on the logged out users, you don't really want to, have it up there. And we also have the title bar here. Okay. So the title bar is, let's say you want to go in and customize this main header area here. This is where you can go in to our menu here. So you see here where you have your courses, you can go in and add your icons. So you can see here we have this icon. I can remove it and then save. And then what you're going to notice here is when I come back, and you can see here we have this cap. We refresh that because now I've removed it. It's now gone. So that is where you could go in and customize it. And this drop down as well looks really cool. You can see here, it shows all my courses. And then on the logged in page, remember, we added a logo. In fact, I'm logged in. That's why this is not showing. But if you were to log in, this is where you would see that login. Now over here on the left panel as well, you can go in and customize all that. Now this is your buddy panel. So you can go in and add those icons to correspond with your home, courses, login, and so on. And this is what it looks like where here on funnels to income, you can see I've gone in and customized my icons, and this looks like this. And this can be expanded as well to really give you the description of what this is. So as you can see, this is really, really powerful. It is awesome. And I would use this pretty much on all my online course websites. So this is fantastic. I highly recommend this. So let me know what you guys think about this. And as I mentioned before, if you buy this using my affiliate link, you can get 10% discount. All that is in the video description below. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care.